Do you solemnly swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this case under penalty of law?
I do.
Sir, if you give a seat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Good afternoon, Camille.
Would you please state your full name for the record?
Morgan Higby Knight.
Mr. Knight, where are you from?
I live in Los Angeles, California.
And what do you do for a living?
So I currently own and run Hicksville Pines Bud and Breakfast in Idlewild, California. And I created and ran Hicksville Trailer Palace in Joshua Tree, California, starting in 2009.
And how is Hicksville Pines Bud and Breakfast different from Hicksville Trailer Palace?
So Hicksville Pines Bud and Breakfast is up in the mountains of Idlewild, which is a beautiful snow town above Palm Springs. And all the units are A-frames instead of trailers, which we have. It's obviously a very different climate than Joshua Tree, which is a desert area. The rooms, which are themed at both places, are trailers, vintage trailers from the 50s through the 70s at Hicksville Trailer Palace. So there's also different kind of amenities. There's a pool in Joshua Tree. There's a rec room up at Hicksville Pines.
When did you first become the owner of the Trailer Palace?
Trailer Palace, I started building it in 2009. It took about a year with my collaborator, Stephen Butcher, and on the trailers. And we got done and opened in 2010.
Did there come a time that you sold the Hicksville Trailer Palace?
Yeah, I did at the beginning of 2020. I had some health issues and it was too much to run both at the same time. So I chose Idlewild because it was newer and shinier.
And just for my sake, how long did you own the Trailer Palace?
So 10 years of us being open, 11 years total.
And what was the Hicksville Trailer Palace?
So it started out as a artist retreat. I was a filmmaker at the time and wanted a place to get away and work on film projects outside of Los Angeles. I also put in a recording studio so musicians could record records there. I had lived in New Orleans for 5 years, and there's an amazing recording studio there called Kingsway, where all the musicians would come and they'd live in this big mansion and record their records. And I just thought that was a really neat thing for artists to be able to get away and create create whatever they were working on. Over the course of the build out of all the trailers, themed trailers, which I'm a huge fan of this hotel called Madonna Inn. And so I wanted to do really detailed themed trailers. It became too expensive to just make a living off of an artist retreat. So I decided before I was done to make it a hotel as well.
And what were your job responsibilities, generally speaking, when you owned the Hicksville Trailer Palace?
So I would be live-in manager some nights, a couple nights a week. I would also drive out from Los Angeles twice a week and bring supplies that you can't get out in the Yucca Valley area and Joshua Tree. There's just a lot of things like, Smart and Finals, Costco's and stuff. So I would drive that stuff out. There's also no USPS, so sometimes I'd have to get things shipped to my house and drive them out as well. I would also just do constantly building and creating new stuff at Trailer Palace, whether it's new trailers or amenities. So I would be working on that stuff as well. I'm a big fan of the fact that Disneyland is always making it better and better.
And when you were the live-in manager, does that mean that you spent the night at the Hicksville Trailer Palace?
Yeah, we have a house on site where the recording studio was, and there's a bedroom in there. So whoever is live-in manager those nights stays in the house and basically lives there. There's a kitchen and everything.
Have you ever met the plaintiff in this case, Mr. Depp?
I had met him really briefly at the Viper Room in the late 90s. I worked with some of the people that performed there and was good friends with this girl Robin from the Pussycat Dolls and some other friends in this band, The Imposters. So I was there and I met him once.
How about Miss Heard? Ever met her?
I had never met her before. They were guests at the hotel.
When was the first time that you met Mr. Depp and Miss Heard together?
In late May 2013, when they were guests, Mr. Depp's assistant Nathan had rented out the entire place so they could have a night there in privacy.
And what do you recall, if anything, about Mr. Depp and Miss Heard's arrival to the Hicksville Trailer Palace?
Mr. Depp got lost, so his security guard who arrived early asked me if I could go fetch them because he had an old car that didn't really fare on the dirt roads out there, which are pretty horrible. So I went out and made sure that they got themselves and the car back to Hicksville safely.
Do you remember approximately at what time that was?
It was 3 to 4 in the afternoon.
What was Mr. Depp's demeanor when they first arrived?
At Trailer Palace, he was super excited about the place, really complimentary, just had a lot of questions and just seemed like he was in a really great mood.
And how about Miss Heard's demeanor? Anything stick out?
She was pretty quiet. She just kind of didn't say that much when I was giving them the tour of the grounds and the trailer.
And was anyone else with Mr. Depp and Miss Heard when they first arrived?
There's people that are arriving throughout the afternoon. So there was, I think 10 to 12 people total ended up staying. The security guard had gotten there earlier and just to check out the place. But yeah.
And did I understand your testimony previously that the entire trailer park was rented out by Mr. Depp and Miss Heard?
Yeah, the whole place slept, I believe at the time, about 25 people, but there was only 10 to 12 in this party.
And who was part of that party besides Mr. Depp and Miss Heard?
I'm really horrible with names, but I remember one of them was Miss Heard's sister and the security guard I mentioned before, but I honestly forgot his name too.
What happened when Mr. Depp and Miss Heard first came onto the property?
So I gave them a tour of, we give all guests a tour of their specific trailer and the grounds and show them around. When someone rents the whole place, they get another trailer called the bar trailer, which is basically a place to set up their alcohol and stuff. And some people in the group were just putting their beverages in that area.
And where were you when Mr. Depp and Miss Heard, did there come a time when Mr. Depp and Miss Heard went to the bar trailer?
I didn't notice most of the time that my interactions with them, everything's kind of centrally located. So there's a fire pit, bar trailer, and picnic tables all right in the same area. So they were generally around that area the entire evening that I saw them.
And what did you observe of Mr. Depp and Miss Heard as the evening progressed?
So Mr. Depp was just super curious and really nice. He was also really interested in my innkeeper because she was a musician, so they would talk about music a lot. At one point, the innkeeper who lived at the next door property went home and grabbed her guitar, and they had sung a song or two around the campfire in the early evening. There was another instance where Mr. Depp, the innkeeper, her name was Jenna, and myself were talking about books and music, and Miss Heard came over and kind of interjected. She seemed a little annoyed that Mr. Depp wasn't spending time with her.
What about Miss Heard's demeanor made you think that she was annoyed?
I think just generally she, it's hard. Like I think, I don't know. It was just like a gut reaction. Like I can't describe it, but you know.
How long were you with Mr. Depp and Miss Heard that evening, generally?
So throughout the course of the evening, I was probably mostly with Mr. Depp, but 45 minutes to an hour total. So it was, that's over the whole course until the end of the night after the check-in.
Okay. And did you have an opportunity to observe Mr. Depp interact with other people, guests at the property that evening?
Yes, I saw him hanging out with his security guard at one point, and outside of the time that him and Jenna were singing around the campfire, he was off by himself a lot of the time, and Miss Heard was over at the campfire with her friends and seemed to have a good time.
And if you haven't already, can you generally describe for the jury your observations of Miss Heard that evening?
She seemed to be having a really nice time with her friends around the campfire, and everyone was in a pretty good mood.
Did there come a time in the evening that you observed Mr. Depp and Miss Heard have a disagreement or an argument?
Yes. I was speaking with Mr. Depp, just one-on-one, talking about Hicksville, and Miss Heard came over and she said that I want to talk to you, and seemed really upset about something. So I went and back in the house because it was really, they went off on their own, and she started yelling at him, and I didn't want to hear it. It honestly was really triggering because I've been in an emotionally abusive relationship before.
Objections. Move to strike.
What's the objection?
You're up. May we approach?
Okay, sure.
We are just getting to the good stuff. Nima Rahmani's still with me. Just testified that Amber Heard approached him, said that she wanted to talk to him and seemed upset. What do you think we might expect next?
Oh, I think we're going to hear about a jealous Amber Heard, someone that was instigating these fights, someone who wasn't the victim. And I think this is going to be powerful testimony. But Knight shouldn't be talking about his own experiences. That's just not relevant here.
Right, and that was the nature of the objection. Back to court.
Tonight, will you please just explain for us what you observed when you saw Mr. Depp and Miss Heard having an argument?
Yes. So Miss Heard asked him to go talk off to the side, and she was upset at him, and she was yelling at him. And I personally had been in
Objection.
All right, I'll sustain the
respond.
objection.
Okay.
If you could just explain to the jury what you observed when you saw Mr. Depp and Miss Heard having an argument.
Okay. He was kind of cowering and seemed almost afraid, and it was really odd to see because he was older than her, obviously. So, but I just went back in the house because I didn't want to.
Objection. You went to what he did.
All right, I'll sustain as to.
Understood. So after you observed the argument, fair to say you went back to to your house on site?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. What happened after that?
So when I saw Mr. Depp on my next rounds, he apologized profusely and said, "I'm really sorry about that." She was upset.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Sustain. Next question.
What, if any, type of reaction did Mr. Depp have?
He was just really...
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. He's going to say it again.
It's the reaction, it's not the statement.
All right, if you could make that clear, that's fine.
Just what type of physical reaction did Mr. Depp have after the argument between Mr. Depp and Miss Heard?
He honestly, throughout the rest of the night, became a lot more quiet and was just very more petulant. In the beginning of the night, he was a lot more outgoing and extroverted, and throughout, as the course of the night went on, he was less and less so and more quiet.
Did you observe any of the guests consuming alcohol while on the property?
I assume they were. I mean, people had cups and there was alcohol set up in the bar trailer, but I didn't physically see them pour alcohol into their cup and cup go into the mouth per se.
Did you witness Mr. Depp drink any alcohol that evening?
I couldn't say.
Anything about Mr. Depp's demeanor that made you think he was perhaps intoxicated?
Yes, as the night went on, I am a former bar owner, so even though I wasn't drinking that night, I'm very familiar with the signs. So just as the night went on, like I said, he became more and more quiet, but he also, as we would have conversations, his head would kind of sway a little bit back and forth, which was a little, he was much less sharp than he was earlier in the night.
Did Ms. Heard appear intoxicated to you?
She did. She seemed, I think when she was angry at him, it seemed like she was intoxicated, but that's just based on my experience and my own personal trauma dealing with abuse.
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor, move to strike.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. We'll strike it from the record. Please disregard that testimony.
Did you observe anyone do or take drugs?
I did not.
Did you witness Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard interact other than the argument that you previously described for the jury?
At the end of the night, I heard a commotion. I was inside the house and came out. I couldn't tell what was going on. And Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard were having a discussion about I'm not sure what, but then they went to their trailer. At that point, a lot of people had already gone to bed. So it just kind of petered out. Everyone went to bed, including myself, and I didn't hear anything else the rest of the night.
What?
This eyewitness at Hicksville, just described an argument between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and states that his observation was that Johnny Depp was cowering. A powerful eyewitness or not? What do you think? Let us know on social media. We're going to squeeze in a break. We will hit the pause button. You are not going to miss any of the testimony.
Philo.tv.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Judge Ashley Wilcott. Let's lay the groundwork for what you're going to watch when we go back into court, because we did hit the pause button. You have not missed any of the testimony. Right now, attorney for Johnny Depp, Camille Vasquez, is questioning Morgan Knight on direct examination. So far, he has testified as the owner of the Hicksville Trailer Palace that he did see arguments between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. He thinks there was drinking. Now let's go back to court. The question remains, did he see any violence between the two?
See Mr. Depp grab anyone?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Did you ever see Mr. Depp become physical with anyone?
Objection, leading.
Sustained. Next question.
Did you ever witness Mr. Depp get angry that evening?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
What, if anything, happened the next morning?
The next morning, we have checkout at noon at the time, before COVID. And so around 11 o'clock, one of my innkeepers let me know that there was some damage.
Objection, hearsay.
Did something happen that caused you to go to Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's trailer?
Yes, I was informed that.
Objection, hearsay.
It's not being offered for the truth, Your Honor. I mean, may we approach on this
Okay,
one topic?
sure.
Thank you.
All right, Marie in the studio with me, and we've both been talking at the same time over all of this because of lots of things we're thinking. What are your thoughts as you're watching this unfold?
I am thinking that he's a great witness, and I think that he is an unbiased witness because he says both of them look like they were not in their right state. They were both drinking. He makes really Amber look like she's the aggressor because he says that Johnny was almost acting like a coward and being scolded. And he says so far that he didn't see any violence. I think he needs to stop talking about his own personal situation with violence.
The innkeepers let me know that there was some damage in one of the trailers, and it happened to be Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's trailer. So I wanted to inspect the trailer because I was extremely worried. All those trailers that Steve and I worked on were like my babies, and the one they were staying in was the only one that was mostly original and restored. 1950s style, and so I was very concerned.
So what did you observe when you went to the trailer?
I observed that there was a light sconce by the bathroom in the bedroom that had been broken off the wall, and a couple pieces were on the floor, and they were, it was basically just broken. The light fixture was hanging on the wall still, except for the pieces that were on the floor.
Did you come to understand how that happened?
Objection, foundation, and
All right,
light.
foundation, I'll sustain as to foundation, how he knew.
Did you ask how the sconce was broken?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
How often do light fixtures in the trailers break?
They break pretty often. I mean, it's not like a usual thing, but things in the trailers generally get broken because it's all vintage trailers, and I would say as much as every couple weeks there's some incident of damage in one of the trailers. In this case, Mr. Depp had told me that.
Objection,
Sustain the
hearsay.
objection.
So anyway, yes.
Beyond the light fixture, was anything else in the trailer damaged?
No, everything else looked fine. In fact, we have something we call a piggy fee that we address to guests, that if there's anything, what we call inconsiderate or unusually large messes, we charge them extra for it for a $25 an hour cleaning fee, but they did not receive one of those because everything outside of the light fixture looked fine.
And what was your reaction to seeing the damaged light fixture?
To be honest, I was relieved because it was not a big deal. There was already another light in the room, so I just tucked the wires in the wall until I had a few months later time to buy, it was matching sconce with another one in the room. So I had to, on eBay, find a matching pair that would fit there, and when I finally got around to it, I was able to get that and charge it to Nathan, whose credit card I had.
And what was your understanding of who Nathan was?
Mr. Depp's assistant.
Okay. And what did you charge Nathan or Mr. Depp for replacing that pair of light fixtures?
The pair came out to $62.
Okay. While you were on site, Mr. Knight, did you ever wear a mesh shirt?
No, I would absolutely never wear that.
At any time during Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's stay on the property, did you see Mr. Depp become physical with anyone?
not.
Objection, leading.
Overruled, that's good.
I'm sorry, that answer was?
I never saw Mr. Depp get physical with anyone when I saw him.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Cross-examination?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Knight, you are a pretty big fan of Johnny Depp, aren't you?
I am not. To be honest, throughout the evening,
Sorry, I just asked you one question.
Oh, I
didn't ask
apologize.
you the rest of that.
I
You wanted
apologize.
to participate in this trial, didn't you?
I did not. I
You
was
knew-
asked by the attorney, and I wanted to, they asked me, and I said, I'll be happy to come and tell the truth.
You knew this was on camera, that it was being broadcast to a lot of people, and you saw testimony, did you not, in this case? And you seized the moment and responded to the umbrella guy, the lead person for Mr. Depp's Twitters. Did you not?
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative compound.
Overruled.
Mr. Umbrella Guy is the lead
You
what?
know that he leads one of the most predominant pro-Depp Twitters out there.
I have no idea. I don't care or follow the Umbrella Guy.
In fact, you do follow a Twitter called Johnny Depp Fan, don't you?
Absolutely not.
You don't? That's your
No.
testimony under oath?
It is my testimony under oath.
All right. And on April 21st, Mr. Depp testified in this case about Hicksville, didn't he?
I wasn't here.
And in fact, you tweeted in response to the umbrella guy on April 21, 22, quote, "That never happened. I was with them all night. Amber was the one acting all jealous and crazy. Do you
Yes,
recall writing that?
I do recall writing that.
Michelle, can
Well,
you bring that up, please? We're going to call it Defendants 1903.
1903.
And I'm going to go ahead and ask you to redact, but leave in the umbrella guy and the date and the bringing in the Hicksville. Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm just. While she's working on that, did you write and direct a piece called Matters of Consequence back in 1999?
I did.
And didn't Mr. Depp's first wife, Lorianne Allison, work as a makeup artist on that?
She absolutely did.
And while we're looking at that, 4 days after you tweeted to Umbrella Man,
I was Umbrella Guy.
the Umbrella Guy, okay? Well, all right, now we have this up. I'm going to ask you to take a look. What is Defendants Exhibit 1903? Do you see that?
I do.
Okay, and that's from that Umbrella Guy on 4/21/22, correct?
Correct.
And it says bringing in the Hicksville incident accusations. Do you see that?
I do.
And there's clearly Mr. Depp testifying there, likely a video, right?
Okay.
And you respond, that never happened. I was with them all night. Amber was the one acting all jealous and crazy. Do you see that?
I do.
Your Honor, I'm going to move the admission of Defendants 1903.
Any objection?
Yeah, Your Honor, we believe the first part of the that Umbrella Guy's tweet should be unredacted for context.
Well,
I have no idea what I was replying to.
It's hearsay. It's rank hearsay, and context
Your Honor.
is not necessary.
you're going to approach.
Of course.
Take a look.
Approaching again, cross-examination has begun of this witness who says that he did not see Johnny Depp engage in any physical with anyone, any physical violence. We're going to take a break, but we will pause the testimony. You won't miss anything here on Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
59.
Let's get you back into court. You haven't missed any testimony on the stand. Morgan Knight, the owner of the Hicksville Trailer Palace. All right, Marie, we're in a sidebar while they're arguing about it. Do you think, I mean, you know, this witness, I think, is obviously has no stake in the game, and I'm going to hold your thoughts as we hear what
Make
happened.
that redaction. With that redaction, any objection?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, 1903 will be in evidence with as redacted.
Okay. Now, so you reached out to the Umbrella Guy in this text, this Twitter, right?
I wouldn't call it reaching out.
Okay. And in fact, the Umbrella Guy is in Mr. Adam Waldman. Do you know who Adam Waldman is?
I have no idea.
Well, he's testified earlier that he talks to the Umbrella Guy.
Did he what? He talks to the Umbrella Guy?
Yeah. Were you aware of that?
I honestly, this sounds like schizophrenia.
Okay. Now, 4 days after this event where you texted, Your Honor, yeah, it's in, okay, good. 4 days after that, you tweeted something pretty nasty about Elon Musk, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, thank you. So you don't like Elon Musk, right?
Objection
Well-
relevance.
Oh,
I don't know Elon Musk.
overruled. Thank you.
So that was, the context of that is that he had.
I didn't ask you for the context.
I apologize.
Okay, but you texted something that had swear words in it. Would you agree about Elon Musk?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your recollections here. 45 minutes to an hour. Your recollection is that Mr. Depp actually drove there?
Yes.
What type of car was he driving?
An old one that was a convertible.
An old convertible?
I'm not a car guy, so I couldn't express the model.
All right, and your recollection was this was May of 2013?
Yes.
Okay, do you recall when in May?
Late May.
Okay. Now, you said that you spent a total of 45 minutes to an hour with Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard. Is that correct?
Mostly Mr. Depp, but that's after the tour and after they were checked in throughout the course of the night.
Okay. And you don't recall any of the people that were there other than Ms. Heard's sister and the security guard, correct?
I don't recall any of their names.
Do you remember how many of them were female?
I believe it was predominantly female.
Do you remember how many males were there?
I don't, outside of the security guard.
Do you remember what any of the other people looked like?
They honestly just seemed like youngish hipsters, like for lack of a better term. I know that previously a couple of them had stayed at Hicksville Trailer Palace. That's how they knew about the place.
Okay. So you don't recall seeing how much anybody had to drink that night, correct?
I did not witness that.
And do you recall the use of drugs at all?
I did not witness that.
Okay. Were you sitting at any point with these people at the campfire?
I was not.
Okay. And when you said that you saw Ms. Heard and Mr. Depp, and Ms. Heard was yelling at Mr. Depp, where were they?
She pulled him for a chat, and it was off towards their trailer, like a little bit off towards the dirt.
How many feet were there between the campfire and their trailer?
The campfire and their trailer?
Yes.
Approximately 75.
Okay. So where in that 75 feet did Ms. Heard pull Mr. Depp and yell at him and he cowered?
20.
Okay. 20
from the campfire.
From
not
the
trailer.
campfire.
Yeah.
So your testimony is that Ms. Heard grabbed Mr. Heard, pulled him 20 feet over, yelled at him, and he cowered.
Yes, that's what I witnessed.
And then did they go back?
I went inside the house.
So you don't know whether they returned?
Just describing what he witnessed. Still with me before the break. I'd like to get some last thoughts and we'll pause the testimony. Marie, what are your final thoughts as we're watching this witness and his testimony?
I think so far, I think that Depp's team is doing a very good job because they're placing her as the person who's the aggressor. They didn't witness him being violent towards anyone. And during that incident, she alleged that he grabbed the arm of another female guest and said, "Oh, are you coming on to my girl? That's my girl, and I'll break your arm." No one witnessed that. At least this witness did not. And that person on the stand was there for the whole thing.
And nobody was ever presented by Amber Heard's team that testified, oh, Johnny Depp twisted my arm and did what Amber Heard said. All right, Nima, quick thoughts from you on this trial at this point.
You know, Ashley, I want to give Elaine Bredehoff credit. A week ago, we saw one of the most cringeworthy performances in court TV history, and she was tripped up on objection after objection by Camille Vasquez. But today, she got her revenge, and I thought she did an outstanding job objecting to those leading questions. I don't think Camille got the information out that she wanted, and I think, frankly, we all expected a better witness here.
All right, thank you. Agree. Lots of objections by his team. Thank you so much to Marie Pereira for joining us today in person in studio. Always appreciate the expert analysis. Nima staying with us. Stay tuned here on Court TV Live.
Hard work pays off.
Hi, good morning.
right, your next witness.
Your Honor, on behalf of defendant and counterclaimant Amber Heard, we rest.
All right, rebuttal evidence.
It was the concerns that were brought up at the wrap of the first movie, which is the issue of chemistry.
Miss Heard's breakout moment, the Stars-born phenomenon didn't happen.
New developments in the Depp defamation trial. Earlier, Johnny Depp's experts did their best to drown Amber Heard's post-Aquaman prospects. One witness said that Heard's lack of chemistry with Jason Momoa was a bigger issue than any drama with her ex-husband. On the stand now, an eyewitness to the alleged Hicksville trailer park assault, where Amber Heard says Johnny Depp performed a cavity search on her. Is that what this witness saw? We're going back to court for more of Depp's rebuttal case in just a moment. Our legal experts are standing by to discuss when we have breaks or sidebars. All of that up next. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Judge Ashley Wilcott, honored to be with you. Again, we're going to take you back to court. You have not missed any testimony. We've hit the pause button. And on the stand, Morgan Knight. He owns the Hicksville Trailer Palace and is testifying on cross-examination as to what he saw, what he witnessed when he was there that night.
I do not.
Okay. And do you know whether there were any disagreements or physical communications, anything of that nature at the campfire?
I do not.
Do you know whether Mr. Depp did anything to anybody else at the campfire?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, do you know whether Mr. Depp grabbed anybody's wrist and asked them if they knew how many pounds of pressure it took to break their wrist?
I wasn't there the whole time.
Okay. Is it your testimony that Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard went last to their trailer? Everybody else went before them?
The rest of the people, I think about half of them had already gone to bed, and it was all around the same time at the end of the night that the rest kind of scattered. There might have been a couple of people that went right after them or right before, but it was all around the same time.
Okay, so your recollection is that when Amber and Johnny Depp went back to their trailer, that dissipated, everybody then left at that point?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how far away was your house that you were staying in from the trailer that Amber and Johnny Depp were staying in?
I'd say it was about 75 feet away.
Okay. And the next time that you saw or heard anything was when you went there in the morning and saw the broken sconce. Is that correct?
Yes, I didn't hear anything after went to bed.
Okay. And that's the extent of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. I have no further questions.
All right, redirect.
Mr. Knight, how did you get involved in this trial?
I got a text from one of our old employees who I hadn't talked to for
Objection,
years.
hearsay?
Don't tell us what the text said, just how did you get involved?
I got a text from, I got a.
That's still hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay.
Objection.
No, overruled.
Thank you. Go on, Mr. Knight.
I was asked if it was.
no.
I'll sustain
Objection,
that.
hearsay?
I apologize.
What did you?
I got a
What
text.
did you received a text? Okay.
Yes.
From
and
whom?
From a former employee.
Okay. And how long had it been since you had heard from this former employee?
Approximately 5 years.
And did you contact Mr. Depp or any of his attorneys?
Objection, leading?
Overruled.
I did not.
How did you get in touch with Mr. Depp's attorneys?
They got in touch with me.
Objection, hearsay?
Overruled.
Go on, Mr. Knight.
They reached out to me.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't have an objection right now.
Thank you.
It's only if he talks more.
Next question.
And how do you feel about participating in this trial?
Objection, relevance?
It's extremely relevant considering that they have accused him of being...
Overruled.
Thank you.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I'm happy to tell what I saw, and that's the extent of it. I really don't care outside of that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Knight. Nothing
All
further.
right, I assume this witness is not subject to recall, is that correct? All right, sir, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.